Hello guys, we are back with another Naruto What If video. Now today, this is going to be what if Naruto had the light fruit, or the glint fruit, or as many of us call it, Pika no Mi model light, or the glint no Mi model Pika, I'm pretty sure. I don't really know, but it's something to do with glint fruit. So yeah, anyways, I really hope you guys are gonna enjoy this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment down below what you guys think at the end of this video. I have not been very active, but that's for a good reason. You see, I have been studying vigorously, and yes, I've been keeping my grades up. They have been at a constant 90 to 100. So yeah, I'm just having to try and keep my grades up. Like at the moment, yes, I can juggle both YouTube and my schoolwork, but sometimes it tends to get boring on making, what ifs. I am gonna finish the Garo one and the Luffy one. Yeah, that's gonna probably, it's gonna be a maybe. Like maybe I'll be able to finish that one, because I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna have to go rewatch One Piece or specific episodes. But once we get to the Alabasta arc, it's gonna get fun, like very fun. Like I actually cannot wait. So yeah, anyways, sorry for the big wait. It's been like 10 days. I made about 5 videos, but I'm like, yeah, I can't post these yet. I don't have the thumbnail thing. I lost most of my thumbnails. Though, and I had like the 3 videos that I made the thumbnails, but I lost the thumbnails and I also lost the files because I kind of ran out of space. So yeah. Anyways, we're just gonna have a time to restart this what if off. Now, did I say what if Naruto had the light fruit? I'll just say what if Naruto had the light fruit. So yeah. Anyways, we are gonna start this what if off. So we start this what if off during the birth of Naruto. Now, Naruto being born would have the 9 tails obviously sealed inside of him. Now, I don't know what to do about this, but the title is what if Naruto had the light fruit instead of what if Naruto had Kizaru's powers. So in a way, I'm making it a little harder for myself, but the way I word it is the way it's gonna go. If I said what if Naruto had Kizaru's powers, then Naruto would have Kizaru's powers at birth. But if I said what if Naruto had the light fruit, well, he's gonna have to eat the fruit and find it. So yeah, anyways, I'm gonna do my little twist on it. By the way, even though the QB festival doesn't exist, I am gonna make it happen, alright? Because it's a way for me, to thicken the plot. It's a way for me to get Naruto to find his powers. And, I know Diego was talking to me about this. I'm gonna start the video, okay? Don't worry, it's already started. I just gotta explain this before I actually, continue with the start. He said it doesn't exist, which I already knew that. But, I did have my doubts, because I'm like, yo, we don't know that. Well, we do, but still. Anyways, we're just gonna have a time to where Naruto would be at the age of 3. As yes, his mother and father do die. Now, Naruto's at the age of 3. Now, Naruto not being as, he is very hated, but people will never put their hands on him. Except for the, orphanage marches, as they, link it up to punishment, but the punishments won't be that harsh. It would be more like a smack on the wrist, like actual smacks on the wrist, And most likely, most of the time, Naruto will just be isolated, not really hated, and not in an extreme way, because come on, he's a kid. People do have more humanity than these other what ifs that make the civilians into actual demons. I'm not gonna lie, that's crazy. So we're gonna go to a time to where one of the orphanage marches having enough, and also being threatened by people from the outside, as it is Naruto's 4th birthday, so Naruto is turning 4 years old. Now I know I said that he's turning 3, but he's actually turning 4. So yes, it is October 10, and the QB festival is going on, as the orphanage marchers would decide that she is going to kick out Naruto Uzumaki because he is a threat to the orphanage due to the fact that people were gonna go and march down to the orphanage and burn it down with Naruto in it. So they kicked him out. Now, Naruto would be wandering the streets as after a while, we're gonna have a time to where Naruto would be looking for food. But a man would show up. The man would say, "Hey, the QB brat, he's right here. Come and get him now." As this is when, well, Naruto starts running. Of course he does. Because, Naruto is scared. He's frightened. Why wouldn't he start running? As Naruto is quite fast and athletic for a 4-year-old. So yeah, they continue to run after him as Naruto would then get into an alleyway. Seeing a ladder, he would climb up and then he would break the ladder each step that he takes as he jumps up to the, roof. As soon Naruto would begin to rest as he looks down and then turns. Now he's on his back, laying on the roof as he's like, "Man, why do these guys even hate me so much?" But this is when a shinobi would show up, saying, "Hey, demon brat, who do you think you're running from, huh? You think you could run from us? Well then, I'm gonna teach you a lesson, and tonight, you're gonna die." As Naruto, hearing this, would have a frightened look on his face, saying, "Wait, what? No, leave me alone. I didn't do anything, go away." As the man would take out a kunai, Naruto would begin to run. But this is when he falls off, slipping off from the roof and landing. As he would land on, kind of like a safe, but he does hit his, back very hard. Now that this happens, Naruto would get up and straight book it. As Naruto would then be pursued by the mob again, along with some shinobi. But these shinobi are trash, okay? They're little cannon fodder, so they cannot catch up to Naruto whatsoever. So, yeah. Anyways, we're just gonna have a time to where Naruto would rush into the forest, as these people would be chasing him. Once Naruto walks into the forest, or runs into the forest, he starts, straight up blitzing it into the forest, as people decide they're not gonna follow him, because they see that this is the forest of death. They think that Naruto secured his death on his own. So, yeah. Anyways, we're just gonna have a time to damn, okay. No more stuttering. A time to where Naruto would leave. Or not leave, but continue to walk through the forest of death. As a gigantic centipede would show up. Or no, not yet, actually. As Naruto would be walking, looking for food, this is when he sees something glowing. As this would be a star-shaped fruit, Naruto decides to walk up and take a little peek at it. As he grabs it from the tree root that was surprisingly low on the ground, he would then say, as his stomach would growl. Now, as his stomach growls, well, he decides that he's gonna eat the fruit. Now, once he eats the fruit, he would have this word in his mind. Pika Pika no Mi. Or Glint Glint Model Pika. As soon as he eats this fruit, he understands a little bit about his fruit, the concept of it. The ability to become, control and manipulate. So, become, manifest, and control light. Now, this would have Naruto very intrigued. As he's like, wait, so I could control light now? That's so cool! As Susan Naruto would start walking as a gigantic centipede would show up. Now, Naruto would have a light, a aura around him. As this would cause a lot of things to be attracted to him. As this is when the centipede would come bearing down, ready to pounce and break Naruto. with its arms and legs and everything like that. He would just go straight through Naruto. As Naruto notices this, he's like, what? As Naruto would be a little frightened, but he's like, it can't hurt me. No freaking way. Does that mean I'm invincible? Man, I'll definitely become Hokage with this. As Naruto still has that that ambition to be Hokage. As this is when we're gonna have a time to where Naruto will just be thinking in his head. As you know, this is when he decides he's gonna form a light. As he shoots this light beam towards the centipede would explode with a gigantic explosion behind it. Now, as this happens, a whole bunch of ninjas would be alerted. As Hiruzen would be seeing that, 15 minutes prior, Naruto was getting chased. As he was looking at this in his crystal ball, he did send shinobi, but the shinobi didn't find Naruto. So, yeah. But anyways, we're just gonna have a time to where shinobi would be sent into the middle of the forest of death. As when Naruto will be rushing out. As Naruto surprisingly sees that he's quite faster than he was before. Seeing as now at this point Naruto is made out of light. So Naruto is technically in his speed form, or just Naruto in general. Naruto's speed is Kage level and beyond. Doesn't matter. He is so fast to the point where he could beat anyone, but he is going to need strength behind it. Now, he just can't go on and quite on straight blitz someone, because he can break his, he can break his body, okay? His body can break, so he would need to, adapt to it and become even stronger along with his fruit. Now, I know it does sound weird, or actually, no, he doesn't. No, he doesn't need to adapt to it, but he is going to need to adapt to being able to actually fight at light speeds, because it is quite hard for him, even though everything about him is light. So anything he does, light speed, but he has to control it. So, yeah. As anyways, we're just going to have a time. A time to where Naruto would just be, making it out of the forest of death, as a whole bunch of Anbu would show up as we go on to the next day. Now, Naruto is 4 years old right now. Let's have a 3-year time skip. Now, we have Naruto 4, 5, 6, 7. Naruto is 7 years old at the moment, as he's walking through the village, as Naruto is wearing the same thing that Kizaru would be wearing. Except Naruto is wearing all white, and then a golden cape. Now, a lot of people will be wondering, why is he wearing that? As, some people will be like, I guess it's cool, but he's still the demon rat. As this is when Naruto would be going to Ichiraku Ramen. Now, yes, Naruto does have the same love for ramen. And he also likes to eat a lot of food. So, yeah, also, Naruto is quite big, or buff for his age. I'll say not buff, but built a little bit. Just enough, because I don't you don't want Naruto to be like a little leaf. So anyways, we're just gonna have a time. Oh my goodness. We're just gonna have a time. A time to where Naruto would be talking with Taichi. As Taichi would be like, so Naruto, how's your powers? Or the fruit that gave you the powers. How was your powers? As this is when, Naruto would be like, well, I'm kind of working on it, but I think I got the hang of it, most of it. As this is when Taichi or Ayame would be like, oh wow, really Naruto? Well, can't wait for you to become the Hokage. Just make sure you make ramen the national dish for the Leaf Village. As Naruto would just simply laugh. Now, as this happens, we're just gonna have a time to where Naruto would leave the stand. Now, a couple of hours would go by as Naruto would be walking in the middle of the forest as he comes across a compound. Now, this compound would be, reeking with the smell of iron, also known as, blood. So, blood as in, the iron in the blood, Naruto can smell that. Naruto decides to make his way into the Uchiha compound. Now, As we go on, we're just gonna have a time. A time to where Naruto would make it to a dead man. As this man would try to be crawling towards Naruto, this is when the man, his eyes would die down. As the Sharingan would power down, he would die. Looking at Naruto, this would leave Naruto a little bit traumatized. But Naruto having the same chill demeanor as Kizaru, just a tiny bit. I just want to make him tiny bit like Kizaru, not like Kizaru, but a little bit like Kizaru, just to a point, okay? So yeah. Now, we have a time to where Naruto would just be looking at this as he looks at the man behind him. Itachi Uchiha with his Mangekyo Sharingan, fully awakened. Now, excuse me, Naruto would be looking at this saying, why would you do that to that man? As Itachi would say, it's none of your business. As he would try and appear right behind Naruto. He would swing his fist, or not fist, but like try and neck chop Naruto. But this is when Itachi's arm or like hand would go straight through and come right back out. As he's like, what the hell? How the heck? No way. I forgot about Naruto. But he hid this power. Man. As this is when Naruto would say, hey, what the hell is your problem? As Naruto would turn around, charging up a light kick, saying, have you ever been kicked at the speed of light? As Itachi, not being able to register this, would then get kicked in the stomach. As he would get sent flying into a building, the building would explode along with Itachi in it. As Itachi would get out the rubble, a little bit injured. Now, of course, Itachi would have been put Naruto in a genjutsu, so this didn't really happen. But Naruto would have anticipated something like this, as he did his homework, understanding how Itachi works. Now, Naruto would close his eyes, as after he got taken out of the genjutsu, Naruto decides that he's just gonna be fighting on pure movement. As Naruto would spread a type of light around himself, Naruto would see that like where Itachi is just by feeling where the light is not. So if you guys don't understand what that what I just said, it's technically how Zabuza's like mist works. In a way, Zabuza is able to sense the chakra in the mist and sense the people that are in the mist. So technically Naruto just makes a little small domain of light and is able to feel where people are because of the absence of where light is, or if light is being placed in a spot or moved. So think of it as, let's say there's a shadow in a room, or my bad, there's like a whole bunch of light in one room, and then there's a shadow that's placed in the middle. You would be able to notice that. That's technically what Naruto is feeling, because Naruto is able to feel where the light is. This is when Naruto will be able to sense where Itachi is. So yeah, a big brain moment for Naruto. So Itachi would rush in at Naruto, trying to send a punch, but Naruto wouldn't even dodge. But this is when Itachi would then, do something kind of crazy. Itachi would charge up a jutsu, that being a lightning style. As Naruto seeing this would be like, should I dodge? Well, I don't even know if that could hit me, so I might as well. As Itachi sends a lightning style towards Naruto, Naruto would quickly move out the way. Now, as Naruto moves out the way, Naruto is like, so I'm thinking that if I did get hit by that, I would be in deep trouble. Well, that makes sense. Alright. As this is when Naruto would charge up a beam. This is when Itachi, seeing this, would jump as he teleports right behind Naruto. Naruto, anticipating this, would jump in the air, shooting the beam into the ground. As an explosion would occur, Itachi would then go up on a lamppost. This is when he jumps at Naruto, ready to deliver another one, another attack. But Naruto would simply dodge this, seeing as Itachi has charged his kunai with electricity. Naruto would not allow Itachi to get close to him. Seeing as lightning has the word light in it, which, Naruto kind of doesn't want to get hit by something that has the word light in it, because that might be the only thing that can hurt him at the moment. So, yeah. As anyways, we're just gonna have a time. A time to where Naruto would just, decide to retreat for now. As Naruto jumps, he would turn into a light beam and appear somewhere else in the village. As this is where I'm going to end off part 1 to what if Naruto had the light fruit. Now, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like and subscribe and comment down below. Yeah? And anyways, yeah, just tell me how I did on the first part on this. I'm probably not going to be posting it today. Today is the April 13. I might post it April 14. And at that time, I might post another one. What if Luffy, what if Luffy had Shrine Part 4? And what if Naruto was like Garo Part 6? Something that should have been done by now, but I'm slacker. Yes, I'm lazy on YouTube. So, yeah, but anyways, really hope you guys enjoyed, and peace.